So if you only got $50, you're not trying to spend all $50 on one thing. Hey my Skysavers, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Kim and this is World of Skye, a world for women and moms to talk all things money. Saving money, making money, and managing your money. And today, you guys, we're talking all about how to save money. Okay, we're talking about some clever ways that you can save money this year. I hope that you'll find these tips and tricks very helpful in helping you save some money this year. But before we jump into the video, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Trust me, girl, your purse, your wallet, and your bank account will thank you. Let's go ahead and get right in. Number one is to start with your job. So if you are out there looking for a new job and you actually get a job offer, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, always make sure that you make a counter offer to their initial offer. And what a counter offer is, let's say that they offer you $50,000 for the year. You want to come back and say, no, I would like to counter offer $54,000 or whatever your numbers are, right? That's just an example, but make it apply to the numbers that make sense for the job that you're applying for. Counter offer at a higher number, okay? Most people won't do this, okay? And jobs actually expect you to do this. They expect a counter offer from people, and you have absolutely nothing to lose. You know, at minimum, okay, my earring just fell out. Hold. Okay, so like I was saying, jobs actually expect you to submit a counter offer to them, right? And you have nothing to lose, nothing at all to lose by doing this. You know, at minimum, you're going to get the minimum amount that they already offered you. So to try and counter and get some additional money added to your salary, girl, go for it. Ask them for some more money. If they accept your offer, girl, you golden, you're good. All because you opened your mouth, you asked, you got what you deserved, right? Because of course they're going to try to lowball you in the beginning. Because you had enough nerve to go and ask for more money, 9 times out of 10, you'll get more money. Now, there are a lot of different strategies and tactics when submitting your counter offer, so make sure that you do a lot of research on how you want to go about doing that. But my point is, ask for more money on your new job. That is going to allow you to have more income that you can save this year. Tip number 2 is to keep most of your money in an account that is not tied to your card. But of course, you'll need to easily be able to transfer money from that account. So in the account that is tied to your card, you'll want to keep enough cash in there for your small expenses. So let's say that maybe every Sunday, okay, at the beginning of the week, you put $50 into this account that's tied to your card, and you use that money throughout the week, okay? So that is your money if you want to get lunch, or you want to get a coffee, or you want to get whatever, you want to buy something small. You have $50 for that week. You've budgeted $50, and you only have $50 on that card to use. Using this strategy can help you do 2 different things, okay? So the first thing is you have to look at that balance, okay? You got to pay more attention to how much money is on that card. This will help you at least keep kind of like a mental tally of how much you're spending. And the second thing that it helps to do is it helps stop or reduce impulse purchases, okay? So if you only got $50, you're not trying to spend all $50 on one thing. And if you ain't got the money on the card to buy that, then you can't get it. So if you put $50 on this card, you don't want to spend all that $50 on one thing. Or if you see something on impulse that's like $100, well, guess what? You don't have the money on your card to cover it, so you can't buy it because you only have $50. So it will help curb or reduce some of those impulse buys, in turn allowing you to save more money. If you're finding this video helpful thus far, please make sure that you, 1, send it to someone else who needs to save a little bit of money. And number 2, hit that like button. It really does help me out. The third tip goes along with number 2, and it goes a little bit further into impulse buying. To save money, you're going to have to limit the amount of times that you are just purchasing all these random things on a whim. Every time you want to buy something special or treat yourself, you know that old I deserve it mentality. Now, I'm not saying you don't deserve it, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But for those things, you want to try to plan and try to prepare for those purchases. You're not trying to just buy those things off the cuff. If you're buying something online, add that item to your cart. Add your I deserve it item to your cart, okay? Let it sit there though. Let it sit there for 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. Go back to it after that time. If you don't have a strong emotional attachment to that item, or you just forgot about the item altogether, then you don't need it, okay? You don't need that item. But if you still want it after you waited some time, then go ahead and make that purchase. As long as you can afford it, of course. I do feel like you have to find joy in some of these things, but let's plan for our joys, okay? If we're trying to save money, you gotta have a budget. You have to plan for your joy. Tip number 4 when it comes to how you can save money is to never Never, ever, ever, ever go shopping when you're hungry. Grocery shopping, that is. And tied to that one is cook your meals at home. Okay, let's tackle the first one first. So, going grocery shopping when you're hungry leads you to spending more money. I don't know if you know that, but it does. Why? Because everything you're passing in the store, right, it looks good because you're hungry. So you're grabbing this and you're grabbing that and you're putting everything in your bag or your cart. And before you know it, you're way over your budget, okay? You spent more than you intended to going into the grocery store because you're hungry and you're grabbing any and everything. So before you go grocery shopping, make sure that you have a meal. Do not go, I can't stress this enough, do not go on an empty stomach. Get you a meal or at least get you a nice little snack before you go grocery shopping. Trust me, it'll help you save some money. Now, let's talk about the whole cook your food at home thing. Eating out all of the time can be very expensive. I don't know if you've looked through your budget lately. If you eat out a lot, go through your budget and see how much money you spend on dining out. It's a lot of money, right? Because it's expensive. It's more expensive than preparing your meals at home. It's also not always the healthiest option. So you want to try to prepare some of your meals at home. Start there. I'm not saying go from eating all your meals out all the time to preparing all your meals at home. Okay, find a balance in between to help you save some money. So when you are grocery shopping, get items that go together. Maybe that you can make in a couple of different meals, okay? What you don't want to happen is that you've gone grocery shopping, you're like, yes, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna make some meals, and you ain't got nothing that goes together, okay? So make sure that you are picking up things that actually complement one another. In addition, plan your meals for that week around the items that are on sale. That is another way to save money. I have an entire video on this and I'll link it right here, but what we talk about in that video, I walk you through an actual sales ad and we create dinners for an entire week. Most of the dinners are $10 or under, okay, for 4 people. So make sure you check that out if you're looking for ways on how to affordably prepare some meals at home. Okay, tip number 5. We talked about food. Now let's talk about beverages. Let's talk about the fun beverages, okay? So for all my Skye savers out there that are over than 21, you know we're talking about alcohol. Try to drink some of your alcohol at home. You know, try to pregame at home, do a little bit of pre-gaming, have a couple cocktails at home before you go out. That way you are not spending so much money on drinks while you're out. According to the industry, a cocktail at a bar or a cocktail at a restaurant is marked up 70 to 80%. Okay? Yes, I said 70 to 80% markup for the cocktails if you want to have them at the bar or at the restaurant you're going to. Girl, that is one of the biggest markups, okay? It's huge. It's a huge, huge markup. And that's because they know people are coming, they're having cocktails and they're feeling a little looser. And of course the drinks are cute. They are so cute. They got little foam, they got sparklers in them, they got little stuff coming out. They're cute, right? I've fallen victim of that too, especially if you see a drink going to like another table and you're like, what's that? I want one of those. It looks so cute. Okay, get one. But if you've pre-game at home, you don't need to have several cocktails while you're out at the restaurant. So if you're looking to save money, this may be a good place to start. And the last tip I have today for ways to save money is to avoid the cheapest option when you're buying like a large ticket item. Like a TV, a computer, a washer, a dryer, a refrigerator, things like that, large ticket items. Now, I'm not saying going to top of the line either. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying go a few steps up from kind of like the lowest, cheapest option that you can find. Why do I say that? Because the cheapest option that you get is not going to last you a long time, okay? And you're going to have to replace it much sooner, which in the long run will end up costing you more money. So some things that you can do is when the new model comes out for an item, so let's say a TV or an iPad, wait for the new model to come out. When the new model comes out, they discount the older model. Even though those items are still brand new, right? Nobody's ever used them, they're not refurbished, they're still brand new items, but they are now considered old, right, in the tech world. So they're the old model, so they're cheaper. So you may want to opt for purchasing something like that. The same thing happens with washers and dryers and refrigerators, believe it or not. There's old models of those things too. Another thing that you can do is try to wait for big sales to come around. So like your Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sales. There are also some sales throughout the year in which they offer discounts on mattresses or furniture or things of that nature. So I have a whole video that talks about what to buy when. And what I mean by that, it talks about each sale and the type of items that are on sale from month to month. So check that out here if you're interested. Okay, so those are the 6 tips. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy saving.